Kia ora, a very different start to the week this week. As you can see on the satellite charts behind me, plenty of clear sky for the likes of the west coast and central Otago. But across those northern parts of the South Island and the North Island, it's a cloudy affair with some wet weather as well. We have got some severe weather watches and warnings in place across parts of the North Island. The best place to be today for that dry weather down in the south. Some nice clear skies. But you'll notice it's a fair bit cooler than we saw at the end of last week. But here you are, a tale of two islands. Across the south island, we have got a few showers in towards Canterbury and up towards Marlborough, but the wettest weather up across the North Island, and we have got some thunderstorms possible this afternoon and even some downpours of those really intense bursts of rainfall through places like the Coromandel and the Bay of Plenty and even towards Rotorua as well. But you can see this front is slowly making its way northwards as we head in towards the night time, but it will take its time to clear away. And we have still got some watches in places like the Eastern Bay of Plenty that run right the way through in towards the early hours of Tuesday morning. But down south, good clear sky. Things generally fairly settled as we head through the night time tonight. You'll notice though, we have got some severe weather watches and warnings in place across parts of the North Island as we head through the rest of this afternoon. That warning you can see for Waitomo across towards Tamaranui and the Central Plateau runs right the way through to about 9 p.m. today. Some heavy rainfall as this front slowly traverses the area and it moves northwards. There is also a severe thunderstorm watch for the Coromandel, those eastern hills of Waikato, and in towards the Bay of Plenty, Rotorua, and up towards the ranges through there as well. And that's where we're going to find that risk of those downpours as we head through the afternoon and in towards the night time. That watch area runs right the way through till midnight tonight, midnight Monday in towards Tuesday. And as with those severe thunderstorm areas, we could well find some of those really intense bursts. And if we do see any of those spring up, there will be a severe thunderstorm warning issue. So keep an eye on the forecast on metservice.com. And just sat just beneath that, there is an area there, a severe rain watch for some heavy rainfall still through to about 8 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday for those eastern parts of the Bay of Plenty. So some wet weather in store across the North Island, but it's also going to be a fair bit cooler as well, especially across the South Island. You are looking at temperatures through there down to around about 5 degrees Celsius through those central parts. But again, you can see it's that division between the islands. Up across the northern parts of the North Island, we're still very much in that warm, muggy, humid air mass. And our nighttime temperatures, 19, 20 degrees Celsius for Auckland and Northland, so another very sticky night through there. Down towards the likes of, say, Wellington, 14 degrees Celsius, a better feeling day there, but those cooler temperatures across the South Island. As we head in towards Tuesday, high pressure continues to build across the South Island and those lower parts of the North Island. You can see we've still got some wet weather around Gisborne and the eastern parts of the Bay of Plenty to clear away first thing, and still some showers feeding in towards Northland and Auckland through the daytime. But down the far south, there's plenty of dry weather, a fine looking day for many spots on the South Island. But for the North Island, we'll start off with that heavy rainfall through parts of the Eastern Bay of Plenty. Remember, we have got that watch that runs through the night time there, and some wet weather in towards Hawke's Bay and Tairafti just to start the day. That will improve as we head through towards the afternoon, especially for Hawke's Bay, but we'll keep more cloud and perhaps a few spots of rain about the higher ground. Elsewhere, you can see there's plenty of fine weather for parts of, say, Taranaki, Wanganui, down towards Manawatu, Wellington, looking like a great day through there. We'll just watch out for some showers developing further north, pushing through towards particularly that eastern coast of Northland through the daytime, but in towards Auckland and perhaps down towards Waikato and Taranaki, we could find an odd isolated shower towards the end of the day. Temperature-wise, not too bad across that western side. We're looking at daytime highs still around about 24 degrees Celsius for New Plymouth and 22 down in Wellington and 24 again up in Auckland. Again though, we've got that warm, muggy air mass sat over us through the nighttime. And look at those nighttime temperatures again. No real respite from that heat. 20 degrees Celsius as we head through the nighttime Tuesday into Wednesday for Auckland again. So it will be a continuation of that warm weather through the night, and our temperatures set to pick back up again as we head towards the end of the week. Down on the South Island, well, what a great looking day for many of us. It's a fine story. It's not as warm as it was last week, but we've got plenty of sunshine, areas of cloud from time to time, perhaps a touch more cloud down the far south. It might catch an odd isolated shower around that coastal part there, but very much, I think, the exception. I think most of us are in for a dry day. Temperatures climbing to around about 20 degrees Celsius there through parts of Canterbury. Not a bad looking story, and even up towards Nelson, 23 degrees Celsius. As we go through the night time again, that back down into single figures, but we'll keep hold of that high pressure. And for many of us, it's a dry looking night as well, Tuesday in towards Wednesday morning. Now for Wednesday, the high pressure slides across those southern parts of the country. You can see we've got a bit more of an active feature out towards the west of New Zealand. That moves southwards, brings some cloudier skies and some wetter weather in towards Nelson and in towards the Tasman district, but also Taranaki and that western side of New Zealand as we head through the daytime. But I think the wettest weather will be late in the day, but there's still plenty of dry weather, particularly across the southern parts of the country, just a touch more cloud. Places like Wellington, just seeing the cloud thickening up as well, and just a few showers to watch out for Auckland as well. That's it from me, the Met Service.com.